Hey guys, welcome to the channel or welcome back. As you can see on my face right now, I am wearing two different blush colors, and in today's video, I am going to be going over this new evolution of blush techniques, the transition blush, if you will, and also reviewing a new collection of products from the one and only Patrick Ta, the transition blushes. I am personally very excited for this because I am a blush gal. I've got large cheeks, a lot of cheek real estate, so I feel like this is for me. If you are a makeup maximalist like I am, if you have oily skin that tends to eat up blush, then this video just might be for you. I am excited. I hope you are as excited as I am, so let's get right to it. Patrick Ta transition blushes review for you, for me, for all of us. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Let's hit it. How gorgeous is this PR package? This honestly looks like a coffee table book, something that I want to keep forever. Just so pretty, so stunning. This model is a goddess. Inside the package, we have the new liquid transition blush in 2 shades. Between Us, the bright pink, and also Shy at First. And by the way, these are all existing colors within the Patrick Ta Beauty line. And I actually don't know the prices of any of these products just yet, but by the time this video is live, I will pop up the price so you'll know. Also in this package, we have the new transition blurring blush duos in the same shades, basically, or in the same shade family. Shy at First, which is this really gorgeous baby pink. And as you can see, we have a light color at the top and then a slightly darker one on the bottom. Also, we have the shade Between Us, which is this beautiful pinky lilac, that perfect baby doll blush blindness trend color of pink. And of course, I cracked this one as I was doing my product shots. I dropped them all, and that one sadly cracked, as did my heart along with it. Just a piece of my heart, you know? And then also we have this bonus shade called All or Nothing. This is really striking and gorgeous. I could really see this being used with a lot of different shades for that really fun transition ombre sort of vibe. So essentially what these are supposed to do is give us that blushed, blurred, and brightened effect to our blush look. And I think because Patrick Ta, the man behind the beauty brand Patrick Ta Beauty, is so good at creating that very signature, very recognizable blush technique and blush look. These are the products that you'd want to recreate that with, especially for those celebrity looks, for those red carpet looks, or if you're just a makeup maximalist like myself. So I feel like these products are not for the minimalists. They are definitely for the maximalists, and or if you are someone like myself who has very oily skin that tends to eat up blush by the end of the day, right? This technique and these blushes just might be for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Forgot to mention there is also a dual-ended brush in this package. There's also some instructions that I may just want to keep here, and also just like a little packet with the evolution of Patrick Ta's blushes, from the single blush that he first started with in 2019 to the dual blushes that went viral in 2023, and now finally the next chapter with the transition blushes. All right, so my face right now is bare outside of the base. So for my base, of course, I'm wearing the Patrick Ta Major Skin Foundation. This one is very dewy, but it's surprisingly a dewy foundation that happens to work on oily skin types as well. I'm very oily, and this, for some reason, works on me. It still looks dewy, but it is not greasy. The shade that I'm wearing right now, which is my natural shade, no tan, is shade 13 Olive. I don't have my face set just yet because for this technique, in order to really brighten the under eye, we are also going to be using the Patrick Ta Concealer. And my shade is Medium Golden Neutral 1 for my natural skin tone. So what I'm going to do is dot on some concealer, kind of like how they have it here in the diagram. But we're going to be working with one side of the face at a time because I really want to show you 2 different techniques. Next, I'm going to take this Transition Brightening Blush, the liquid form. As you can see, it has this really nice doe foot applicator. And I'm going to apply a couple of dots right in between my concealer, just like that. And then with my concealer brush, I'm going to go ahead and kind of blend out the concealer first, and then marry it with this brightening blush. Oh yeah, this is already giving what it's supposed to give, but I'm not going to leave it at that. By the way, these liquid blushes are supposed to be used on top of your base, not on your bare skin. If you use them on your bare skin, you will stain your skin because these are meant to be really long lasting. So especially good for those of you with oily skin like me. If you want to apply a little bit more concealer, You can if you're scared. I'm just going to let that chill for a bit while I prep the other side with just my concealer. I'm going to blend out the concealer once more and set the under eye with just a little bit of powder. I'm going to be using Hourglass Veil. Next, I'm going to reach into what looks like a laptop protector case, also for Patrick Ta. And in it, I actually have some of the regular blushes from the line. So, of course, I'm going to go for the one from the same collection, this lilac one. This one is in the shade Thank Me Later. I'm going to load up a bit of this powder onto the new brush, not too much, but enough to coat the entire brush bristle surface. And then I'm going to start sweeping it right under that liquid blush. So right now I'm dipping just into the powder, and essentially I'm intensifying the already existing color underneath. And already this looks really good as is, but we're going to go a step further. And here is where the transition blurring blush duo really comes in handy. I'm going to go for the same shade family, shade Between Us. I'm going to use the opposite side of the brush. I'm going to dip into the lighter shade at first. I'm going to start sweeping that kind of on the border of the previous blush. This one, I can tell immediately, has a lot less pigment. So it's almost meant to be a transition shadow, if you will. So just like when you are doing eyeshadow, and if you want to create a seamless blend from one color into the next, we typically reach for something that's a little bit closer to our skin tone, or perhaps something that is not as intense. This is in the same shade family, but it is less intense. Less intense in terms of pigment and less intense in terms of color. I'm going to take the brighter shade on the bottom, the one that I sadly cracked. I'm going to add that on top and kind of sweep on the bottom, just like that. I know this seems like a lot of steps, but if you are a makeup maximalist and if you are looking for this transition blush technique, in order for it to be blurred and smooth and blushing and blinding and brightening, these are kind of the steps that you need to take. These are the necessary steps that one must take, all right? So here we go. This is the vibe, but I'm going to go a step further. No one asked me, but I'm just going to do this because, hello, there's also a cream blush in the original Thank Me Later blush. In fact, in all of the original Patrick Ta blush duos, there's always a cream that goes on top of the powder. And the cream is what gives it that specific signature look. I'm going to pick that up using the highlighter brush, also from Patrick Ta. And I'm going to add that just to the top of my cheekbone and also kind of into the brow bone for that little bit of reflect, just like that. A subtle kiss of gloss, and suddenly she is transformed. Voila, here we go. This is the look number one, using all the products from the Pinky Lilac color family. And I just want to go for the other side of the face. I'm going to go in with shade She's Blushing from the blush duo. This is a much more neutral, much more nudie sort of color. So I'm going to add that directly to my cheekbone, just like that. Already it looks very good, but it's not quite a transition blush. Now I'm going to go into the shade Shy at first, pick up the lighter shade, blend that right on top of my cheekbone, also onto my brow bone. And then for the slightly darker shade, add that a little bit lower to bring it all together. Now it suddenly becomes a little bit more 3D, a little bit more popping, but still very, very wearable. Just for fun, I'm going to go into this very cool, unique orangey blush right into that shade. I'm going to add that right on top. Do you see how sheer, almost invisible it is? But you could definitely feel the color coming through. You could totally feel the way that this shade just changes the dynamic, changes the whole look and feel of this blush. And now I'm going to pick up the lightest shade. And at this point, I'm not really sure I know what I'm doing. I'm just playing around and kind of making all of this blend in together the way that I would if this was my eyelid. But instead, I'm doing that with blush. The main color here, just to bring it all together. And there you have it. Look number two. Look number one with the little gloss. Look number two. Which one are we liking? Me personally, I like both looks. I think both have a time and a place. I think this is really fun and just like a really innovative, modern way to do your blush. And the way that I would personally wear it is either with a slightly lighter, perhaps a wash of an eyeshadow in the same color family, or with no eyeshadow at all, perhaps just lash clusters or just like a glossy lid. maybe kind of like a lip that I have happening right now with this blush, although I think it goes with both, or maybe something a little bit nudier just to bring all the attention to this blush. So since we are doing a video on blush, I think it's time for me to call in the swatch model. Got my Team Truth bell. We need to hear his thoughts on this technique and on this product. Yo, we need a quick 2 minutes of your time.
2 minutes?
Yeah, just 2 minutes. Observe.
Okay.
The face. I have two different colors happening on my cheeks, obviously. Blush. We know this is not your favorite category of makeup, but tell me your thoughts. First impression.
Well, I like the one on my left, your right.
This is the one that you like?
Yeah.
I see. Is it because it's more natural?
That's what we want to call it, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with this one?
It's pretty. It's too strong for me. But that's just a taste thing. I mean, it's a beautiful color. It looks really nice. It looks playful. I think it would do good nighttime.
Where you can't see it that much? Thank you. That's enough. Thank you. We really, really appreciate it. Honestly, I'm going to have to disagree. This is my favorite side just because I think it's such a dainty, such a gentle take on this lilac, pinky sort of color. I really, really like the little pop of gloss on the top. I just think it's so effortless, even though it took a little bit of effort getting here. But to me, this technique and just this layering of products is what makes it feel special, and I think it's what makes the actual look. So I'm gonna stand by my words. This is the side that I like more, although this is wearable and definitely cool and has its time of place. I am really appreciative of all of these products and all the different ways that you could layer them and make them current and make them modern. So that is my review of the new transition blushes from Patrick Ta and Patrick Ta Beauty. I hope you guys are interested and as excited about this as I am. I will definitely see you in the next video. Check out more of my videos over here. I'm going to zoom on out and I'm going to say farewell to you all. Peace out. I'm out. And I'm going to be reading your comments, so definitely let me know your thoughts. Mwah! Bye.